Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Aubrey, tonight we meet a young baseball player from Serra High School back on the field this season, just 6 months after going through open heart surgery. Seeing Kevin Macy snag ground balls at practice for the Serra JV squad seems to be just another normal day on the field. You would never know just 6 months ago Kevin was in an operating room undergoing open heart surgery.
My family has a history of my mom's dad had a heart attack when he's playing basketball. So my brother and I were screened a few times, and there was a final check and they saw something wrong, so they wanted to get a closer look, so they sent me down to Stanford, and that's where they discovered an artery in the wrong spot in my heart.
This anomalous coronary artery will normally show up with symptoms at a young age. For Kevin, a random test prevented what could have been a fatal event.
And this is the difficult problem with this condition. Some people will have symptoms, and that's an early warning sign, but the majority of patients with these conditions don't have any warning signs, and they're at risk of having serious sudden cardiac events. So when we find them incidentally, meaning the person was getting evaluated for some completely different thing, and oh hey, here is this condition, then we find it before the early warning sign, and so actually those individuals are quite lucky.
But Kevin didn't feel lucky. He had to stop playing football and baseball and any activity putting stress on his heart. Then in November, Kevin had the open heart surgery at the Lucille Packard Children's Hospital at Stanford. The surgery went well, but after surgery, Kevin realized the gravity of what he was going through.
I stayed strong through most of it, but I remember I was sitting in the room about a day after surgery, and I just broke down. I'm like, wow, I'm a sophomore in high school. I just had open heart surgery. And that was like a really telling moment for me. Like, I can't take life for granted, and I have to just get through this and then hopefully get back on the field, and that was what I did.
Kevin's brother Patrick is a senior catcher on the Serra varsity. After surgery, Patrick helped with Kevin's recovery. There were no pep talks, just lots of time together doing normal things.
My brother and I, we don't necessarily talk about our feelings, but we can definitely feel them with each other. So it almost helped to not talk about it and just do other stuff and have a normal life outside this heart condition. So we just did normal stuff. We threw the ball in the backyard. We, played PS4 upstairs against each other, just normal fun stuff.
I started trying to work him back into baseball, just throwing him soft toss in the backyard, things like that. Small little things, because I wasn't the one getting the surgery, but anything to help him.
This condition is rare and can be diagnosed through an echocardiogram.
So most of the young people who we find this in incidentally are having an echocardiogram because they have some very subtle murmur, or they're being evaluated because of some family history or some other reason, not expecting to find this, but then this is found when they're looking for other things.
6 months after surgery, Kevin met Dr. Frank Hanley, the man who fixed his heart. It was a great moment for patient and doctor, both proud of what they have achieved.
It's amazing. I mean, walking out here, if I didn't know who this was, I would say, wow, here's this strapping, healthy teenage kid who looks like he can do anything. Who would have even known he was on the operating table, just a short while ago?
6 months after open heart surgery, Kevin is back on the field. He says there is some lingering fatigue. Kevin is trying to get his body to where it was before the surgery. This outstanding sophomore athlete has learned a lot from the experience.
It's pretty cool. When I go in the mirror, I look, I'm like, wow, all the flashbacks and memories come back. So it reminds me every time of what I've been through and how I just can't sit around in life and not do anything with it because I was given another chance.
Now you might remember a story that we did earlier in the season during the football season on Taden Phillips from Lincoln High School. Had the exact same thing, not a little bit different, but the same surgery that he went through, which is very rare and not supposed to happen a lot, but it happened to two guys in the Bay Area. Taden's diagnosed very early, and Kevin's diagnosed just recently.
They should meet up. That'd be a fun conversation to have between the two of them.
I have a feeling they will be meeting up soon.
Oh, that's so good. All right, thank you, Robert.